Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a special guest, my friend Lucia from Full-Time Glam. She's my eyebrow specialist. Well, she's not just my eyebrow specialist, she's the eyebrow specialist in Paris. And listen, we've got such a long past together because together we came to Paris, and Lucia knows me from the beginnings of the beginnings of the beginnings, way before Instagram and YouTube and everything. I'm very shocked that we have never done this before.
We wanted for so long. I mean, we said it maybe at least 10 times. And
yeah, that's true. But finally it happens. Now, the reason why I wanted to do Lucia's makeup, obviously, is because she's got these beautiful, gorgeous green eyes. She's beautiful, but her biggest struggle is trying to get the right colors for everything, the right foundation, concealer, like everything in terms of colors. Because she's very fair, as you can see, I've got
extremely fair.
I've got light skin. She's got very fair skin. I don't know if you guys can understand how fair she is, but by mentioning all the colors that I'm going to use, you will realize. So anyway, this video is focused on the right colors for fair skin tone. So let's get into it.
Yay!
As usual, I'm going to start with the BIODERMA micellar water. I'm very sorry about my voice. I don't know what's happening. Lucia has dry skin. She just had a facial at Biologique Recherche. How did you like it?
I liked it. Very nice.
What products did you buy afterwards?
So, what I didn't buy, actually.
That's the question.
So much. The eye cream, the eye serum, actually, that's more suitable for me. And like a face mask that I really recommended for dehydrated QVP, Q2 or something like that.
Could be. We don't have the same skin type, so I've never been recommended these products before.
Definitely.
And then I'm going to move on with the Antioxidant Energizing Essence from 111 Skin. I love this brand so much, especially their eye cream and their eye patches are absolutely stunning. A lot of my clients already use them, have them when I start to do their makeup. They always have at least the patches.
Same here.
They're really good, right?
Very good.
I love a good essence. I love to start the routine with a good essence. With the essence, especially, you want to do press release motions because skin is like a sponge. So it's going to absorb the product a lot better. Then I'm going to apply a good vitamin C. This is the Vitamin C Brightening Booster. You could apply this all over the skin on its own, or you can mix it with your moisturizer because it's a pretty strong product. It's very liquidy, and what I like to do is apply this one first, tapping motions, and then I'll take the same product, mix it with moisturizer, and apply it again. Now I'm going to use the moisturizer from Noble Panacea. This product is one of a kind. It has a very interesting packaging because everything comes in these dosages. This is recyclable. And you know, you could absolutely open this with your fingers. However, they thought that when you're going to use this, your hands might be slippery for using the serum or eye cream. So they invented this little cutter, especially for this step. So I'm using the Radiant Resilience Moisturizer, and this is exactly the dosage that you need for one application for face and neck. And then, like I said, I'm going to take that vitamin C booster and apply a few drops, mix, now apply it everywhere. And now we're going to do a little massage session.
I'm staying here. I want this.
I mean, Lucia absolutely needs it since she's going to be pampering other people all day long.
So yeah, this doesn't happen very often. So I feel special.
You are, honey, you are. Okay, next is this 111 Skin Celestial Black Diamond Eye Cream. And this is by far one of the best eye creams to use under makeup, but not only. This is the type of product that will really beautifully smooth the skin under your eyes without having that greasy feeling to it. I saw this trick at Shireen Idris. She said that if you have very, very dry under eyes, you should use your eye cream or just your moisturizer. She mentioned that you could definitely use your moisturizer. So apply it in a thicker layer, like a mask, and then just use the plastic foil. Take a little bit of plastic foil and then apply it on top of it and let it sit for like 15 minutes. It's the best because
It's a great
yeah,
idea.
and it makes sense because with
Yeah.
that foil, it kind of seals and the moisture stays there.
Yeah, it absorbs more.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so since this video is going to be focused on the right colors for fair skin tone, we've been obviously testing products before we started to film to see like what was the right concealer color, the right foundation color. Now, it's very hard to pick your right colors when it comes to complexion online unless you really, really know what your skin tone and your skin undertone, and maybe you've already tested that product before. That's why it's better to test it in the store if you can. I'm going to apply the Luminous Silk Foundation, and this is in the shade number 3. This is the type of foundation that I prefer to apply it with a brush because it's very liquidy, it's very thin, so I feel like with a beauty sponge, it will absorb a lot of the product.
This brush is so fluffy.
It's really nice and
Yeah.
soft, right?
Love it.
Unfortunately, it's not available anymore. Sorry. It's the Makeup by Mario and Sephora. They did a collaboration a long time ago.
I think this foundation was my favorite since I was 16 years old or 17 years old, something like that. It was such a big, like,
Discovery.
yeah.
Yeah, it is one amazing foundation. To this
Yeah.
day, I think it's one of the greatest foundations of all time.
And I remember it was released right after Estée Lauder, Double Wear.
Oh
that
my
was
God.
such a big boom as well. So I went from Estée Lauder Double Wear to Giorgio
No.
Armani. Yeah,
No.
definitely.
It's like day to night.
Yep. And let's not talk about color matching at that time.
Oh yeah, there weren't a lot of colors available. That's true. And everything had that brick color. I remember
I was
everyone.
that girl. Like, can you see my skin tone right now? Imagine this like with a 6, not a 3, like in Armani.
Also, what I love in terms of foundation, like an old-time favorite, is the Sheer Glow from NARS.
Oh, very good one. I love it
Great
too.
one. And I love that one for your skin tone. They have really good. They have Mont Blanc and
Yeah.
Salzburg.
Now you know all the colors.
I don't know.
I know yours. I know your custard in your concealer.
In my concealer, yeah. And what are you, Shanti?
Chantilly. Yes! Oh my God! We know each other's concealer color.
But I mean, we should, because we've worked together and super closely for a while.
Yeah.
Right?
And the NARS booth was next to us.
Next to us. Yes. Oh
And
my
we were
God,
like,
the
okay,
memories.
in between clients going and checking on products.
I've always been a huge NARS lover.
Sure.
Huge.
And Armani was next to it as well.
That's
so actually we were like the happy triangle.
I've applied JOUER concealer in the color Lace. And this is a very, very high coverage concealer, but I've applied a tiny amount, and then I move on with this brush from Hourglass, which I strongly recommend. I think it has the perfect shape for concealer. Sorry guys, I got carried away by memories with Lucia. You know, Lucia is one of the very few people, if not the only person that I know right now in Paris that knows my beginnings, my real beginnings in France. You were already in France.
Yeah, I was.
So Lucia is Romanian, just like me, but she was already living in Corsica.
Yeah, I was living in Paris when I met you, but I was coming from Corsica. I left Corsica to come and live the Parisian dream.
Yeah, I remember. And she was the only one who would speak French. She would literally send us voice memos that we would have to learn by heart because we did not know. We, meaning the three other girls that came to work for Anastasia Beverly Hills.
L'équipe de choc.
Yeah.
We were not afraid.
No, we had absolutely no
No
clue
what we were doing.
what we were going ourselves into.
But we were together. It was so much fun. Remember that apartment in Montmartre where we lived at the beginning?
Of course. Oh my God, how dirty.
Yeah. And we were like, well, like, for how long are we going to stay here?
Yes.
Like, is it going to be like a really short period of time?
So basically, you guys, when we got to Paris, we had no place to stay. And our manager told us, like, you know, you can look for an apartment when you get here. But they didn't tell us how hard it would be to get an apartment. So we were staying, all the four of us, we had
in a big apartment.
Yeah.
Airbnb, like something.
Like an Airbnb on Rue de Rochechouart.
Oh my God!
In front of Anvers. The metro station was Anvers, right in front.
Okay.
And I remember the first night I was sleeping there, I heard gunshots.
I don't know, but it was weird because we were really all in the kitchen in the morning and we were like drinking our tea, and coffee, and we were all having like this moment, like, is this gonna last for long? Because it was bad. It was bad.
I agree. Let's get back to our makeup. I'm using the contour stick from WESTMAN Atelier in the color Biscuit. This color is one of a kind if you are fair or light skin tone, because I'm telling you, this one will not have that warmth to it that most contours have. This is literally perfection. So I'm going to use a little bit on her, on the sides of the nose.
Yeah. Please.
And then, in my opinion, Lucia has, a beautiful shape right here. I wouldn't like to contour even further. Her bone structure is already pretty pointy. For her, in order to sweeten her features, would be to place the contour a little bit higher, not too low, because her cheekbones would be a lot more prominent compared with the jaw, and it will create sort of a disproportion. I've taken this Japanesque, this is a very old brush, you guys, very, very old. What do I have that's similar? You can use this one from Zoeva 135. It's pretty similar, a little bit more pointy. So now I'm going to blend everything with upwards movements. Like I said, I want to balance beautifully her cheeks. I remember when we were living in that apartment, speaking of that apartment, we were asking the owner to come and clean because it was too dirty. And the girl came with literally like a little cloth. Lingette.
Yeah.
With a little cloth. And she was like
gently.
It's
like rub it. It's like,
you were like, no, scrape it. Like, this is not right.
And remember that time when we were I should not give the name, but they deserve it. Like, no, the agency.
Yes, what was the name? Do you know it?
I do know it.
Yeah, which
Century 21.
Yes, Century 21.
So racist.
Oh my God, I remember, yes.
Remember
the woman that literally took a step back when we told her that we're Romanians, and she's like, you will never get an apartment in Paris.
Said, I'm so sorry, we don't work with, you'll never get an apartment. And I was like, what do you mean? And I never closed the door with that force that I did that day. It was like, like, I'm coming back when I'll find the apartment. I never went back because they don't deserve, but they were so mean.
I'm coming back to buy the building.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, coming back, I'll buy that. Like, I'll open a full-time Glam in that place one day. You'll see. Exactly.
Wow, those people.
We have a lot of bad memories, but a
Yes.
lot of funny ones as well.
Now, when it comes to the blush, I always love these two colors for very fair skin tones. It's either Bubble from Persona Cosmetics, which is of this very vibrant pink, but as soon as you apply it, is gorgeous, gorgeous. Or this is the Glossier Cloud Paint. I have it for a long time. This is in the color Puff. I'll apply it on. This one is a little bit more, you know, sweet. It has more warmth to it. You could apply it on bare skin. It doesn't require to be applied on top of foundation. Same with this. But in my opinion, this being more cool tone and a lot more vibrant, it's going to bring life to the skin. But like I said, I love both of them. You could even mix them to get like the perfect shade. You know what? I'm going to apply it with this brush from Hourglass. And of course, you could apply the product directly on your skin. But what I like to do is take the product on the brush. Because when you take the product on the brush, it's like it's already blended. So you don't need to work on the blending game. Like you said, like you see, I just touch the skin gently. And I like to apply the blush a little bit higher, closer to the eye. And for her bone structure, can you look straight? Yes, for her bone structure, it will look amazing when you connect the blush on the brow bone, going down on the cheek, closer to the eye.
Gives me life.
I mean, blush gives everyone life.
I'm not Dracula's daughter anymore. I love it.
It's really sweet on you. Really, really sweet. It sweetens you. So, as usual, you know, now what I'm trying to do is make sure that everything is nicely blended. There are no harsh lines. This powder for very light skin and very dry skin will be your guy. You will absolutely love this powder. And I like to take it with a smaller blending brush. This is a REFY 16. It's the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection in Light. You will not feel this powder under your eyes. And it has this very nicely satin finish. I will apply a little bit on the T-zone just to make sure I'm setting the product. Because Lucia is the eyebrow specialist, I cannot recommend her enough for everything eyebrow wise. It would be a crime for me to do her eyebrows, so I'm going to let her do the eyebrows, do her own eyebrows, and show you guys how she does it.
Okay, guys, I'm doing my Andreea right now. Hi, guys. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. That's my color, and my technique is very easy. Knowing as well that my brow it's quite full right now, but it's not very well defined. So this is normally what I do with my brow wiz. I just brush them upwards, first of all, to kind of define the base line of my brow. I'm always starting right there where I'm missing some hairs, so I'm never in front. I'm always starting towards the end of my eyebrow. For me, what's the most important, and for people that have this type of eyebrow as I have, is to actually not fill in directly. People, this is what they tend to do. But the most important is to first define the structure, brush it, make sure your outline is quite defined, but not too defined. I'm gonna stop like right here. Voila. And then I'm gonna do the exactly same thing on the upper side of my eyebrow. So as you can see, I have like a good line right here, but then it kind of fades. So towards here, you know, these are because of the fact that when we were 16, we kind of got our eyebrows destroyed, like all of us. You must remember that time. I'm gonna outline a little bit the outer part of my eyebrow on the outside part of my brow. Then I'm gonna brush again. So you see, only by doing the bottom and the upper side, for me it's quite okay, but I still feel the need to go inside the brow and just add some dimension right there where I don't have enough hairs. And I never get focused like too much on my inner part of the eye, and I really don't recommend to get too much product in front of the eyebrow.
I do have to add something.
Yeah.
I think people are used on seeing, you know, those very picture perfect
Yeah.
eyebrows on social media.
Mhm.
But the reality is that in real life, they don't look as natural as you see them on social media. And what Lucia does right now, she creates this super beautiful, natural, realistic looking eyebrow that actually looks good in real life because we've got so many lights in here. And you know, if you were looking at the eyebrow and you'd be like, maybe I would have filled it even more.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would fill in more just for the camera.
Definitely.
But the reality is this eyebrow in real life looks stunning. And her whole persona, her whole brand, her whole Lucia's brand is about creating very natural, realistic looking eyebrows for real life.
I've always said the fact that normally when I teach my clients how to do makeup on their brows or I just do brows, I always say that my preference is to correct the eyebrow makeup. What a woman, like a person, need to know is how to correct their eyebrow in order for them, like, look at me right now. And that tells like a lot. You see, I know how to correct this one. If you look at the other one, it just looks like so droopy right now. It looks like something is missing. The outer part right here looks way lower than the other side. This eye looks a little bit closed compared to the other one. So for me, this is like all about correction, even when I do it on myself. Next, I'm gonna apply the REFY Beauty. It's like a fixing gel for the eyebrow. And what I really like about this one is the fact that it has this pulley that comes with right here. I don't know if I should do this. So I'm just removing the excess from my brush. Then I'm gonna go and try to fix my brow in the same direction as the eyebrows growth. This is very important, and I do love when Andreea does this. I'm always like such a fan, and I'm the first one to write in the comments, oh my god, your brows, because she always respects the eyebrows growth hair when she puts any product in there, and that just makes her eyebrow look so much more flattering on the face. Look, right now it just looks so uplifted because I've just fixed it in the right position. And you can as well come with the other side of this pulley right here. So if you do this, it just gets more of the lifted brow effect, you know, the lamination effect. But on myself, I just prefer it this way.
Wow, the difference is amazing. All right, so the colors that I love to use on green eyes are everything that has a little bit of red in it. It could be copper, burgundy. That's pretty much the colors that I love to use. And then when it comes to neutrals, to give it a little bit more shade, I love to use this type of color, which is very boring taupe. This is NARS in Loaded. That's the name of this palette. Of course, this exists in many, many other palettes. So this eyeshadow, I will apply it right in the crease. And for her, the crease is not very obvious, but when she tilts her head back, I can see it so much better, right? So I like to apply this at the outer corner a little bit more. Like that's where I focus the product and then spread it. You see, it's just a little bit of shape. This is a REFY 16 brush. Then I could take a brush that's pretty much like this, like a pencil brush, the exact same color, look straight, right? And now I place this a little bit more strategic right here, right where the crease is. And then I take the blending brush, look up, I do the same thing on the lower lashes. Taking my blending brush. We're going to apply this Pillow Talk eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury, and this has a beautiful, beautiful color. I think for green eyes, you could skip the usual black or brown and go towards this very nice reddish brown. And I'm going to apply it right at the base of the lashes. Can you please close? Thank you. I'm also going in between the lashes. I love it. Let's do the other eye.
Were you a fan as well of Marc Jacobs pencils?
Oh, obsessed.
Remember we had the booth like next to us? And for a while they stopped doing like there was this brown color that I
Oh my
loved
god,
so
yes.
much. And I was so upset that they stopped like doing that product.
The
But,
best pencils, honestly.
are they still on? I mean,
No,
no?
no. I think that with this product, actually, you don't want to do the flick. You want to keep it at the base of the lashes. I mean, I love it. Love it. Now I'm going to take a tiny little brush and smudge it. Then from this Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is a soft glam palette. I'm taking the color Mulberry, which is exactly the same color as the Pillow Talk pencil. I will apply it on top of it just to make sure that this product is going to stay super long and that is going to be even more intense. And then surprise, surprise, we're going to use the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes in the shade Dream Pop, which is this gorgeous reddish color. It's actually the same color as the pencil. Look down. Okay, so this is the look with a lot of this gorgeous mascara. We're gonna add a little bit of glow before I'm moving on with the lips. This is the Merit Glow Stick, and I love this product.
I've never heard about this brand. What is it?
Oh, Merit? They're killing it right now, honestly.
Really?
They have this beautiful minimalistic look. It feels really nice. And as you can see, the glow that it gives, it's just stunning.
Oh,
and
wow.
same thing, I like to apply it on the middle of the eyelid for just a pinch of glow. Now we're gonna move on with the lips, and I know that this is definitely your color. Bobbi Brown in beige. I like to overline, especially the top lip. Next, I'm going to apply this Armani Lip Power. This is in the color 104. And it's a 28 brush from REFY. Very beautiful, light pink. Alright guys, now the last step is the Airbrush Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. Close your eyes.
Woo! Bahamas vibes.
Alright guys, this is the final look. I'm so happy with this look. It has a little bit pop of color, but so discreet. It's definitely you. It's definitely like the chic Parisian girl, but like modern chic.
Emily in Paris, but like more our style than
Yes, but make it our style. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Lucia,
Thank
for
you.
coming. And don't forget to follow Lucia on her
Oh.
Instagram, Full-Time Glam. It's very easy. You can see her amazing work. I'm telling you, she's a magician for the eyebrows. If you're coming in Paris, do not forget to book your session. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.